Welcome back to True Horse Horsemanship. This little buckskin. I'm going to go through, like I said, the saddle fitting. This is a good mare because she got some high withers. Now, first off, before we get into that, if you suspect a sore back, sure, a lot of people will use their fingers, and I've used my thumb and pass and run it back through the back like that. The bad thing about doing that, if they got deep tissue soreness, you might not find it. So, but when you do, the way I do it, and chiropractors do it too, they use ballpoint pen, but I always got a lighter in my pocket instead of using the tip of the other end of the ball pen. I just use my lighter. And some horses, yes, you'll say they're ticklish. But when I do this, I look at the way this horse completely reacts. I watch the head. I watch this part of the back. I'm not just paying attention where I hit or ticklish at. So I'll start here and run down her spine. Now, if she was sore right here, right now, that head would come up and this back would lower. Like right there, I'm pushing hard. And this part, it is a little ticklish right there, but the rest of her ears, she's not reacting. The rest of her body's not reacting. So that's what you got to look at the whole thing, the whole picture. But if you just use your fingers, you can't find that deep tissue. It won't show up. I'm sorry, it won't work. And the problem is, soreness in the horse's back caused from a saddle or whatever, or by the way somebody rides, they get a chiropractor, which is fine and dandy. But you got to remember, 9 times out of 10, if it's from a saddle soreness, it's muscle related. It is not spinal. It's got to do with the muscles itself. You're getting them sore. So a horse I looked at the Horse World Expo, he was really sore. This part of his back, but it was underneath, it was deep muscle soreness. And when I did the opposite side, I hit over here, he was really sore. And one guy told the person, well, it's this time, just let him deal with it and ride through it. It's a behavior problem. No, the horse was definitely sore. I mean, there was no doubt about it. It wasn't a behavior problem. Now, it can be, and it could keep going. And so we threw the guy's saddle on. So I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to throw another one on. I'm going to try 3 different saddles here. Let's see. Oh, I got help just showed up. Now, see how that saddle, I just barely push up on this saddle, this back. And this is a short saddle. And see how easy it is to do that? It's right there, and you can't see it, but it's I only have 2 fingers. Now, I did this without a pad, because if I did this with a pad, it would bring it up just a tad, and I don't get a clear picture. So what would I do to fix? Now the saddle is a little wider tree, which is all right. This is easy fix for this mare, and I'll ride it. What I'll do, and I'll go get one here in a second. Find it. That's a good thing because I've been away for a while. So I went got, and I'll tell for a new pad. I got a pad here that's built up at the withers. This horse is a little bit high in the withers. Like I said, it's time for a new pad. So I'll put that on there, which now if I go over here, it's hard to lift up on the front end. It won't tip. Best way on some of these saddles, how you can really tell they fit your horse, if you're question, put them on and move them out freely. And this back of the saddle is doing this, that means it's not fitting. Now, these days with the different pads we have on the market, it's real easy. This one's a build-up pad on the front. You can say double pad it. Yeah, you could double pad it, but you're still not going to put the padding where you need it. And here, Chris, walk around and let's get a shot from the front of the saddle with the camera. So what we're going to do is we'll have Chris get a shot, get right over there so we can get a good look. And now, right now I got clearance on the front with this build-up pad on this mare. Now if I take it off, I don't have any clearance. Now if I put just double pad on it, I still have a little bit of clearance. It would raise it up, but it's not putting the padding where I need it. Yeah, but on the clearance on the front of the saddle, that's what I'm going to get into. This, we got 3 fingers right now. If I put this on this horse without this pad, put that many fingers on it, I would think it's a little bit too narrow. So when you look at your horse's back, you got to go, you can't just think about this end or one end. You got to take that whole picture and put in there. Now I got another saddle out there, and so there's too many different pads out there. We got one mare here that's a little sway back. So yeah, she'd be a hard pet, and she got a little wither. So what I would do there, got a pad they make now. This is for a sway back horse, and what it does, it helps you walk back around here, Chris. See, this helps put weight where I want it. Let's see if we can see it changing the saddle fit just with using a different pad. This mare not sway back. So these days with these different pads, you don't have to go, if your saddle's too wide, it's an easy fix. Now, if it's too narrow, you can't fix it. You've got to get a different saddle. Now, when you go buy a saddle, some saddles are known for different things. That's like some of the old treeless saddles. I don't like them because I don't care what they say. When you girth them up, I've showed a lot of times where treeless saddles will strip her. I've seen a lot of treeless saddles because of the rigging makes them sore through the withers. So you got to put that. There's the El Cheapo saddles that you ladies really like because they're light. And I'm not going to say name brand, but they're light and they're made out mostly vinyl, I think. They're not, or cloth. They're really bad because they just don't fit most horses. But, if you got a horse and you've been riding it for 3 or 4 years and all of a sudden it starts back bucking, chances are it's a saddle fit problem. And horses, when you get a young one, they grow, they change bodies and everything else. And also, something else you got to think about too, you're going to use without pad. Now this saddle is not in the way of the horse's shoulders. But some of these horses, their shoulders will go back a little farther. And if you put let's say my saddle was sitting here, it's right on that shoulder, so that's going to create problems too. So saddle fitting's not a science. It's not that hard as some people want to go. I mean, common sense tells you. So if that saddle don't sit evenly, and if you take your back finger and just it pops up real easy, that means you've got to pad that front end. That's a given. So that's something short and sweet, but goes a long way. And I always say, be true to the horse, they'll be true to you. Be true to yourself first and foremost, and to my kids, my family out there, and special people, Australia Lake, KNEA, and I'm going to go get nice and hot and sweaty today. So take care and God bless. Okay.